looking a little bit at what do the legs do, okay? And why do I bring the leg over the head? Why do I bring a leg over his body? Like, what role do any of these things play? Because if you understand it just as like, it's not good to understand it as dance steps, okay? And just be like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, cha-cha-cha. Like, that doesn't work very well because nothing will go to plan. You have to understand it that way. Nothing will go to plan. If Roy, you're pretty new to jiu-jitsu, right? But I would suspect that even before you started learning jiu-jitsu, you would not want someone to break your arm.
Sure.
Is that correct? Yes. So if I start trying to break your arm, you're probably going to try your darndest to stop that, right? No matter what the situation or context, everyone's going to have the same reactions. They don't want to have their arm broken, right? So we have to understand what our legs are doing and why we're producing an arm break. So our setup is fairly mundane here. Actually, I'll go this way. So that Joel can catch it here. My legs come over. I have a few things of concern. This arm, just try to remember, this is a very common mistake for people in the beginning, is they can't figure out which arm they're trying to break, okay? This arm has no connection to the body. This is not the arm I'm trying to break. It's not that there aren't other submissions here that I could possibly get, but they're pretty low percentage, okay? This is the arm I want because this is the one connected to my body, okay? The elbow that touches my body is the elbow I'm trying to break, all right? Now, my legs perform different roles, all right? This leg has a couple of roles, all right? Before I bring the leg over, the angle of this foot will make a big difference in my ability to get this leg over his face. If my leg faces down this way, it's quite easy for him to posture up, and it's very hard for me to get my leg over. Does that make sense? He's always got that moving. If my foot instead points in the direction of his head, like up towards his neck and everything, when he tries to bring himself up, it's very difficult. You can back heel, so like turn your toes towards your knees and pull down with your heel. This is pretty strong, okay? Some people like to point. This is fairly strong too. They're both pretty good, okay? This gives me the ability to bring that leg over the head. Here's the truth though. When the leg comes over the head, it doesn't matter. That's not what the leg coming over the head, this will not be the thing that breaks his arm. This leg is the thing that breaks his arm. So even if I did not bring it over his head, although this is not realistic because this does have a role, which I'll discuss in a second, this leg is enough.
Tap.
Okay? This leg is enough to break an arm. This is the leg that's going to break the arm, and you need to understand that. A lot of people will get the other leg over. This leg is left lazy, and they're trying I can try very, very hard, but it's very uncomfortable on your neck. But there's no ability to break the arm here, okay? As I come and bring this back up, it's this leg, okay? The leg on the body. I need it up nice and high. I want it to be as deep in the armpit as I can, and I want it to have this angle, cutting down. I prefer the back heel motion. I think this is, for me, always been the best. Some people like a pointed toe option. I think both produce pretty strong results. When he tries to get up from here, yeah, but I feel like this. I always feel more comfortable with the back heel. The back heel I think is stronger, okay? You can experiment with both. Some people I see high level guys do both, okay? But let's just work on the top leg and trying to understand its role, all right? If you don't feel comfortable trying to do a break with just one leg over, I can understand that, but just feel how you're able to control them and keep them from going up and down. Up and down is all this leg is gonna stop though, all right? 1, 2, 3.